Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful kaftan pocket. If this is what you're interested in learning, you should make sure you stay till the end of this tutorial so that you learn how to make it. Let us begin. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is to get the dimensions of all the things we'll be needing. First off, we'll be using this. This is a gum, this is a collar gun. I believe you already know what this is. It's a collar gun used for making collars, wristband, and these days pockets. All right. So what you are going to do, you are going to cut a collar gun of width 4.5 by 6 inches. You can see that, and then you cut another one of 3 inches, the same height, 6 inches. So for this one, you are going to fold it into two like this. Fold it into two. And then you want to divide the middle. You want to take out, remember, take note of the width, which is 4.5. Take note of this width, 4.5. So we want to take out about, say 1 inch from the middle. We want to take out 1 inch from the middle. So when we fold it by 2 and we take out ½ inch like so, that will be 1 inch by the time you open it. So ½ inch here, and then ½ inch here. Okay, so we're just going to cut it, but before we cut it, I would like us to get the edge here. So to get the edge, we are going to go up by say 3/4. You can see all these numbers I'm using are not a rule that you mustn't use the numbers I'm using. Of course, if you are sewing a kaftan for someone who is fatter, you might use a bigger one. It might be more than 4.5. If you're using for a slimmer guy, it might be more than smaller than this. So if you're using it for his child, you have to reduce all these numbers I'm using, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to get the shape. Okay, so you can see I've gotten the shape I'm looking for. Now with this, I can go ahead and just place this. So this is also the middle. You also get the middle of this one. You can see you also get the middle of this one. You can just bend it and create a crease with your iron. You can see the way I'm doing it. Get a crease with your iron. Now we've gotten the middle. You can see it, and this one also has a middle. So I'm going to join it the middle to middle, like so, and I'll get the same shape here. You can see that I'll get the same shape. Just align them. And get the same shape. At the bottom, you get the same shape. You can see. So the top is the same shape, and the bottom is the same shape, and the top also is the same shape. So when we open it, you can see they should be able to align now. You see it? They should be able to align. You see it perfectly well. So we can keep this aside now. Then we can go ahead and cut off these parts. Okay. So this is it. You can see the way it is. So we are going to use this for the middle ball. However, we're going to take it up a little bit. Remember, it is like so. So we're going to take it up a little bit. You see it? So for this one, after cutting it this way, we can just reduce it. Remember, the whole of it was 6. So we can just take out about, say, we can just take out about 3 inches or 2.5 from the top. Just take out 2.5. Now this is useless. You can just throw it away. And then for the width, you can just reduce a little bit. Let me just bring it up. Just a little bit. You can see how little it is. You can just take out a little bit. You see what I removed? Very, very little. Like it's very, very negligible. So we still have our shape here. So it is going to be something like this at the end of the day. Somebody might be asking, is this not going to reduce the size of our pocket? No. By the time we are going to put this on a fabric and gum it, by the time we do that, it's going to the fabric that goes around is going to complement what we're taking out. That's actually the main purpose why we took out that part. Okay, so so just keep this aside. These are the fabric we'll be using. This is the main pocket, and this is the complementary fabric we'll be using on it. So we are going to gum this to this, and we're going to gum this and this to this. We are going to make a band, a very long band of about width, half inch band, a very straight one, just like a tape like this. We are going to see that. So I'm just going to go ahead and gum this, and then I'll show you how to go about it. All right, so you can see I've gummed everything I need to gum. These are my two main pockets. What I've done is, if you've noticed, what is common in all of them is that the top for all of them, the top for all these guys is 1 inch. All of them is intentional. You can see that this is 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch for all of them. For the side, whatever amount you want to use. One thing to note is that for the side, for these ones, all of them are left inches around them, because I would like to iron it this way and fold it this way and leave the top like this for these three. While for this one, all I need is just the top and the bottom. You can see I didn't leave anything here. You see, I didn't leave anything here. I just left 1 inch at the top and about 3/4 inch at the bottom. While for this one is all we use to make the belt. We just fold it and make a belt out of it. And that is all for us. So I'm just going to I'll just bring this so that I'll use it for my ironing. So for this one, I'm just going to fold this way. So I'm just going to use hemming gum to hold it down. This hemming gum is not really necessary, but just to hold it down together so it doesn't shift, we'll use it. So for this, you see, there's no way you can leave it. You can just fold this way. If you leave it like this, it's going to look funny. This is going to be all over the place. So you can just fold this like so. You can see it's now hidden, but then before you do that, you can reduce it a little bit. Then you can fold it in. So this is all for this. So I'm just going to do the same thing for this one. Okay, so for this one, what you are going to do is I'm going to fold it to create a belt out of it, or a strap. So you can see that's all about this strap. So at the end of the day, this is what we have. So let's just have an overview of how our pocket is going to look like. This will be here, this will be here, and this is going to be here. So you can see that. So our strap is going to go all around like so. So what we can do now is we can just go on this middle one here. We can just put it here at the middle. You can see, just make sure it's straight. So we can go and put it like this. So I'm just going to put a fabric over it and give it a good press. See that? The next thing is, so make sure that you know where your 1 inch. So this is our 1 inch where we folded. So our strap is going to start. One is going to be here. So we can cut. The other one is going to be here. So these straps are way too big. They should be smaller. The slimmer the finer they are. Okay. So we are going to put this here, these two here, like so. So this is how our pocket. This is how our pocket is going to be at the end of the day. So we are just going to go to the sewing machine and just start sewing them, and that will be all. So we'll come back to the table and give it a good press, and that will be all about this pocket. All right, so these are our pocket that we just got. So the first thing, I'm going to just sew this round. So after sewing it round, remember this 1 inch at the top is not part of it. So I'm just going to fold it so I know where it is, and I'm going to position this here, and I'll just hold them down with a stitch, and I'll put the second one here and also hold it down with a stitch. So you can see that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'll just carry this, put it next to it like this. You can see the way it is, and our pocket is beginning to take shape. So what I'm going to do now is I can just go to the machine, to the table. I can just go to the table and just use hemming gum to gum me around, but that would be a lot of work. But in case you have all the time in the world, you can just go to the table, use your hemming gum to hold them down together. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and start stitching it. But before then, I'm going to change the color of my thread from navy blue to the one that so I'm going to start with this. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. You can see, make sure you position it properly, make sure it aligns here, and it aligns here as well. Make sure you don't put it this way. You can see it's wrong, or it shouldn't come over it. It should just stop exactly like this, and it should align here as well. So I'm going to start from the bottom here. You can as well just use your pin to hold it down. So one is done, and then I will do the same thing for this one here. Put it like this, and then also I'll start from here. Well, let me start from this side, so you know that you can start from anywhere. The main thing is just make sure they are aligned, and that's all. You can see what we have. So you can just go ahead and cut off this excess here. You can see it's going to make the pocket to be too bogus and heavy. So you can just go ahead and cut it out because you don't need this part anymore. So you can see how the inside is. You can just use hemming, what's it called, hair stay. You can use hair stay to just cover it, just to make it neat, even on the inside. Okay. So So the next thing I'm going to do, you can see the reason why we left this 1 inch at the top, so that by the time we make sure here aligns, we know that the top of the collar gum also aligns. You can see that they all align, right? So what we're going to do next is to go to the table and fold it this way and use our hemming gum, and that will be all for our pocket. You can see that. So let's go to so what we are going to do now, you can see our pockets. Just go ahead and just give it a good press. And then for the top, we're just going to fold it. That 1 inch we left, we're going to fold it like so. So we are going to use hemming gum to just gum it like so. So you can see our pocket is ready. So this is what we have at the end of the day. See it. You can make this longer if you want. You can make it into a belt such that you can be able to raise these. There are different variations to this pocket if you want. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, kindly subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.